Hi, Nicole Finch here. You're watching my health and mindset blog. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is kind of a unique one where I'm going to share some ideas for mindful holiday gift giving. Because if you're like me, you still have those certain people that you just never quite know what to get for them, and you might wait till like the last minute and just get them some, random thing that you happen to see like, this is good enough. And so I want to help as much as I can to share some ideas of gifts that you can give that will be also meaningful and really help people. And that's what we're all about, right? So I'm going to share some ideas. I have linked them all below as well, and you can go there, check them out, get some more information. And in this video, I'm going to share why I picked them, why I think is great about them, and who they might be a good gift for. So hopefully this will help you out in all that fun holiday shopping that's going on out there these days. So let's get to it. So I'm gonna start off with the books because I love books. I love to give books, I love to get books, I love to listen to books and read books and all the things about books. So I had to narrow it down to 4, trying to span a couple different types of mindful type books that will help people in their lives that are also kind of fun and interesting to read. So I narrowed it down to 4. So here's what we're gonna start with, 10% Happier by Dan Harris. If you don't know who Dan Harris, you've probably seen him actually on 2020 or Good Morning America. He is a news anchor, and he wrote this book about how I tamed the voice in my head, reduced stress without losing my edge, and found self-help that actually works. True story. It's a really entertaining read. His story is really interesting, and his discoveries that he's made along the way, and you learn some cool things too, and it really might change your perspective on what this whole self-help thing is all about. And he makes it really approachable and fun and easy. This is good for men, for women. It's an easy read, and highly recommended. So that's one. The next one is The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I love Mel Robbins. She's a kick butt lady, and so we've got some great YouTube videos out there and TED Talks, and this book is a really cool one, especially if you listen to it, audio version too, by the way, but it's good to give someone a physical book for a gift. And it's not about that rule when you drop something on the floor, okay? It's about what you should do when you have an impulse to do something, because we have a bad habit of talking ourselves out of it. And what's really happening is that when we hesitate, our brain gets a little nervous. It's like, oh, why are we hesitating? What's going on? And so this rule here gives you a tactic to help to act before you talk yourself out of it. So it's really cool. She tells her story, which is really interesting, about how she discovered this rule. And then once she kind of realized it was a thing and she started doing research around it, she has a law background, so she did lots of research about it and realized there's a lot of science to why this works. And then it also has a bunch of testimonials and different examples of people using it in their lives. Some people even used it to stop themselves from committing suicide. So really, really powerful. And again, I like her cut and dry approach. So cool book to give someone. Again, men, women, anyone. This is a good one around the world. So, The Universe Has Your Back. Number 3. Gabby Bernstein is one of those people who I think she has a really cool approach, and I've seen her speak actually. Earlier this year I saw her speak, and she just had this way of approaching questions in the room, and she just kind of like feels like your best friend. In this book, it's a really, really good book. It, especially for women, it really helps you to reconnect with what this is all about, and this was a big turning point for me reading this book. I know others as well. And then I was just looking at this review. I love this. She just has a special way of reaching people, and I know this book will change the shape of many hearts, and I totally agree. This is a really highly recommended book, especially for, as I mentioned, the women in your life. And then this one is Pound for Pound by my dear, dear friend Shannon Kopp, who I grew up with, and made it kind of tough to read this book actually at first, but she has such a powerful story. So it's about a story of one woman's recovery and the shelter dogs who loved her back to life. So she suffered from an eating disorder and had a really tough time recovering, but working with shelter dogs, specifically pit bulls, actually really helped her to realize, to love herself again. And so if you are an animal lover, first of all, this book is going to be so good for you. And second of all, it doesn't matter if you have an eating disorder or what kind of struggle that you're working on, this book will help you to love yourself again and realize all the great things and how awesome you are. It's all about refining that love and freedom and power. And it's such a good read. I don't just say that because she's my good friend. It actually is a good book. It's a page turner. I mean, she really knows how to write. So I highly recommend this book, pound for pound. Okay, so those are the books. So now I'm going to move into some of the more affirmation, what you can do. People you out there who maybe are trying to figure out the next step in their life or trying to bring more into their life. So I'm going to start off with Healthy Chicks Spark Your Bliss deck. Now I just want to say something about affirmations. I know I've mentioned this before on here, and affirmations can be really powerful. We are really bad with our self-talk, you guys. Let's be honest, we do not talk so nice to ourselves. And all that negative self-talk is bringing some of that negative stuff into our life. And affirmations can help to turn that around, to help put more of that positive in. They're not just like some nice thing. But you can't just say them, just say the words. You have to feel the emotion, and you have to kind of say it with consistency. And your mind, as you say things, your mind, your conscious mind might say, this is stupid, this isn't going to work, this is lame. But we're not talking to our conscious mind with affirmations. You're talking to your subconscious mind. That's the one that's working for you all the time, keeping things, looking around, trying to see what they want to bring to your attention. So that's where affirmations can come in handy. It's telling your mind what you want it to pay attention to. And I love this deck. This is more for women, the very healthy chicks out there. And I love it, so pretty. 36 cards, and I like to just pick randomly one. You can pick one a day, one a week, and then you can, let's see what this one says, growth. And then you can read it throughout that day, read it throughout that week. And it's really nice because not only does it give the affirmation, which I'll read, I will grow and accept change gracefully. I am on a rockin' path of spiritual and physical growth, and nothing can stop me now. You want to say it with emotion and gumption. And I like that she also has some supporting actions. So things that you can do to really hone in and bring more of that affirmation. It's not just about the words, there's some actions too. So she's got some supporting actions. Toss old clothes, get rid of things that no longer serve you, honor how far you've come. So important to do while you're saying that affirmation. And then she also has a journaling prompt. Journaling is a really great way to spend some time getting things out of your head and laying it all out there. So she's got the journaling prompt for this is, where have you grown over the past year, 3 years? Jot down all your accomplishments and reflect back on them. So it's really cool that she's got that with you. This would be great for really any women in your life, but especially someone who maybe is in college or in the working world, maybe starting a new business. Even in high school, I feel like this could be a great thing to add in. I feel like the younger generation especially, let's get them started off with a positive growth mindset, right? So that's a really great gift. And then this one's really cool. This is another affirmation card deck by Manifest Yourself. It's 20 affirmations to manifest more in your life. And this is really for those who are trying to develop a success mindset. Maybe they've got some career aspirations, they've got some goals in their life, and they want to kind of create that success mindset of how to succeed. And so, like, for instance, I'm getting better and better every day in every way. Remember, your mind might say like, man, that's silly. But if we're not talking to our conscious mind, we're talking to the subconscious mind. So if you say this with emotion and gumption, you'll start to believe it. It sounds woo-woo, but there's science behind it. So I am a big proponent of affirmations. I think that they are really important, especially with all of the conditioning that's coming into our mind, all the negativity that's out there, and all of that negative self-talk we have. Affirmations are a great way to see the world differently. Okay, and then the other thing that I have, I don't have a printout of it because you can get a PDF of it, is a self-assessment guide by Aspire with Aileen. Now, she is a health and career coach because she's recognized there's a very a tight connection between your health as well as what you're doing in job. And this assessment is really great because it includes a number of different questions. And I found it really helpful to kind of hone in on what your values are, figuring out kind of personality, what kind of jobs are good for your personality, and it really can help you how to figure out what you'd enjoy, what you would find to be fulfilling for you specifically. So it's a really great assessment if you are thinking that you want to change careers, but you're not really sure where or how or what, or maybe you're just not happy where you are right now. And if you take it, maybe you'll realize, oh, I am doing what I'm meant to do, or maybe you'll find something else that aligns better with what you're looking for and can help provide those steps. So it's a really cool assessment. So I have a link to that so you can order that and have that on your computer and I think she has some links to other different kinds of assessments that you can do, and has a lot of knowledge and great ideas and great questions and prompts to really kind of hone in on that. So definitely recommend that for someone that you've got who is, again, in college or high school trying to figure out what they want to do, or even if they're in the working world and you know that they're looking for a little bit of a change. It can be a really nice, thoughtful gift to give somebody. So now I'm going to move into the kind of health side of this mindful gift giving. Some health ideas that can help people in through the holidays and beyond to stay healthy and focused and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna start off with Arbonne has a mind health supplement. It is cherry lime flavor. It's super yummy, and it has benefits for your brain health and cognitive abilities. So it can help you focus, get rid of some of that brain fog, and also just help to promote good brain health, which is really, really important. And actually, this isn't necessarily meant for this, but I know people who have given this to their children with ADD and ADHD, and they've been able to reduce some of their medications, working in partnership, of course, with their physician, but it's been able to help do that in a more natural way versus giving these kids all of these drugs. This is great. Someone in college, someone in high school who, you know, can maybe benefit from this versus taking those drugs. It tastes really yummy. It just comes in these packets that you can add to water. I like to have them in the morning to kind of get my day started and clear some of that, you know, brain fog when you're waking up. And I also recommend pairing it with this essential oil. It's called Focus, and it has basil and peppermint and lemon and some other good things. Kind of smells citrusy. It's really nice and refreshing, and it's meant to help you be able to focus when you diffuse it in the air. So it's great, again, college students who are going through some of all those papers and exams and all that good stuff, or high school, even if you have young kids and work from home maybe, and you want to be able to focus on things. So this is a great pairing together, or, you know, even separate, but that's a really great gift for somebody in this crazy world, help them focus and, of course, promote brain health. And speaking of essential oils, they're a great way to bring some more peace and well-being into the home versus using a candle, wax burning candle, or one of those plug-ins that put a lot of chemicals in the air. So essential oils are a nice way to be able to bring some well-being as well as some health and all that good stuff to the home. And so I want to feature a couple of cool things that come out from some of the popular essential oil companies. The first one is Young Living. They just came out with this beautiful diffuser, which I bring up on my phone because I don't have it yet, but check that out. It is glass and metal. It's beautiful, and that's a diffuser, and it comes with a couple essential oils. You can also add on the Christmas spirit essential oil, which helps fill your home with nice spirit of Christmas, if that's your jam. So I highly recommend that. I've got a link below. I just think it's so pretty. And then the other one that I wanted to feature is from doTERRA. They recently came out with a kids set of essential oils, which is really cool because they are rollers. So the kids won't necessarily spill the oil everywhere, but they're rollers. They can put it on the bottom of their feet or on their, you know, wrists, whatever. And it even comes with the flash cards as well to go along with the oil. So it's very kid friendly, super cute. So this is great for those families who have young kids and want to start to instill some of those healthy habits. So definitely recommend those really cool products. And of course they have many other things as well, both Young Living and doTERRA. So you can check out those links below. And if you're looking for more stuff, I can certainly connect you with the person who sells those. So that's really great. So that's all. I know that was a longer video, but hopefully I helped to provide some context for why these gifts might be really great for you, and hopefully helped a little bit. Maybe you've gotten a little idea for a person or two that you were struggling with, and now you can give them something super meaningful versus just, you know, a mug or a picture frame or something like that. Nothing wrong with those. People love those things. But this way you can mix it up and do something a little bit different and give them the benefit of mindfulness and health for Christmas or the holidays or whatever holiday it may be they're celebrating. So I hope that helps you all. I know life is chaos. Let's have fun with it.